different points I just mentioned some of Alex Hormozi's X factors, i.e. the unique blend of traits, skills, or characteristics that make him someone I want to watch over everyone else. And chances are, if you bring your favorite creator to the forefront of your mind, if I was to ask you why do you like this person, you'd probably come up with X factors. And so now here's my question to you. What are your X factors as a YouTuber? Do you have a unique standout quality or combination of qualities that give viewers a reason to choose you over watching one of your competitors? Now, if not, that's okay. You're just like me when I first started. But that's probably one of the reasons why you're not getting as many views or loyal followers as you would like. Now, finding your X factors can be challenging. I think everyone does it a different way. But what I can do is maybe share how I found mine. What I did was think about the unique traits I had and the value that I wanted to provide to my audience. So, for example, an obvious one, my original gaming channel that I talked to you about earlier, it was a comedic channel. The goal was to make people laugh. And so a reason someone might want to follow my channel over someone else's channel is my channel is the funniest. Right? So the value I wanted to bring was humor. Then once I'd figured out, I then consciously leaned into that and tried to exaggerate that. So instead of just trying to be funny, I tried to be more hilarious than everyone else in my space. I thought about it as almost as like an objective statistic. Like I wanted to have the highest laugh rate per minute of any YouTube video in my space. Another thing I wanted to do was be unique. See, there are a lot of channels out there that were just sort of repurposing very common memes. And so I decided to try and lean into that value, which I did by basically creating my own memes. I would find clips and photos that weren't really that popular, that I found really funny, and just invent memes to share in the videos. Most of them pretty horrendous, but I think people started to appreciate that I added something new to the meme space. Another characteristic I had was I'm Australian, and for some reason British and American people see Australians as sort of like novel, wild men who live in this upside down country. And so basically I just played into that. I exaggerated the Australian qualities I have, used slang, talked a bit more bogan, etc. And that was something that people appreciated and found novel and set me apart. So maybe something you could do is think about the value you want to bring on your channel, the characteristics you have, then pick out the ones that you think viewers would most care about, and then intentionally lean into those and exaggerate them. Because while developing X factors probably isn't going to help you get a lot more views, for example, like some of the other points later in this video will, but it is going to help you retain those viewers and turn those views into loyal subscribers when you do get them. Obviously, just putting out frequent videos and having X factors isn't going to be enough to be highly successful on YouTube though. And so that brings us to the next point on the method. See, back in the day, there was a YouTuber I really liked. He had some X factors that drew him to me. First, he was a very relatable character. I felt like I could resonate deeply with him. I won't share who he is because I'm about to talk shit about him, but take that with what you will. He also had this witty British sense of humor that I personally got addicted to. British! He made videos interacting with and pranking his family. He played all these unique games. Oh, and side note, I didn't spell family with two M's. The lighting is just a bit weird, so yeah, don't worry about it. But anyway, I would religiously watch this guy's videos, but then one day, there was like a shift. He stopped being relatable and he tried to be like this cool persona. He stopped having the same sort of goofy British sense of humor. He stopped making videos with his family. He stopped playing those random games. And I ended up finding myself just being drawn to other careers. Because this old guy, I felt like I could go to his channel now and I didn't know whether I was going to like what I saw. I felt like I couldn't rely on or trust him to be the person I knew him to be. Now you might have heard me say the word consistent there, and you've probably heard a lot of YouTube experts rave on about how consistency is important. For some reason, consistency has become this word that everyone just equates with frequency, which we talked about earlier, but they're two different things. Posting lots of videos is not being consistent, that's being frequent. Consistency is a different thing entirely, which we're going to talk about now. It's incredibly important, sitting at number 4 on our method. Consistency involves you becoming a reliable, predictable person, but not in a boring way. It's about keeping things like your tone, your branding, your production style, your morals and values, and your topics consistent. For example, if 1 week you're using your phone to post long, unfiltered rant videos about how big corporations screw the general public, and then the next week you're using a $5,000 studio to create short, PR-friendly videos about lifting more people out of poverty, and then the next week you create a video that's just like a Minecraft Let's Play with no commentary. Like, it's not that any of those videos I just listed are necessarily bad. It wouldn't perform well if you implemented some of the things we'll talk about later, but they're very inconsistent. They would attract a very divided audience. And one of the biggest problems with that, beyond the fact that's really hard to build loyal fans, is that the algorithm, really all it does is follow viewers and see what they want, and then just give them more of what they want. And if viewers come to your channel, click on one of your videos, enjoy it, then go to your channel and realize, oh, there aren't any more videos here that I'd like to watch, it's going to be really hard for the algorithm to build up a profile of who your target audience audience is, i.e. it's going to be hard for the algorithm to give you more views. And this is especially important with the topic aspect of consistency. Every time you create a video, I want you to think about the golden rule, which essentially is a litmus test question you should ask yourself. Am I certain that this video I'm creating will attract the kind of person who will want to watch all of my other recent videos? If not, you're probably not being consistent enough. Now, all this being said, caveat, I'm not saying you shouldn't experiment. As a small creator, you should experiment. Consistently doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, Einstein had something to say about that. Me, for instance, I posted 65 different videos in my first year on YouTube, like I talked about earlier, but I posted about 15 different types of videos during that phase. And consistency might seem to be at odds with the concept of experimenting. But what you want to do, if you haven't found your lane yet, is be consistent in blocks. Do something consistently for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos. When you feel like you've maxed out, like you've done everything you can with that type of content to get views, you're doing it consistently and it's not working, do something different. And then consistently do that thing for a while until you've maxed it out and you feel like no more opportunity there. Then do the next thing and the next thing until you find that thing, which if you do all the stuff in this video, you will find that thing. And then just double down on that. Stay consistent on that for a while. And that's the kind of thing that took me from 15 subscribers a month to 1,500 subscribers every single month in the space of just 6 weeks. And I know that might sound sort of hypey. You're probably thinking, well, Marcus, surely it's more complicated than that. It is a little bit more complicated than that. While consistency, at least the way I've explained it, I think is very, very important. We need to go to do something else, the next point, which is something you've probably heard a million people say. Make a cool video and make better videos. Make better videos.
Everything you want as a creator comes from making the best videos possible.
Are you tired of your YouTube channel not getting the attention it deserves? Building a YouTube channel can be a very lucrative and successful way to make new fans or sell your product or service. But without the proper YouTube promotion, your channel might just get likes from your mom. And buying views using bots to grow views or subscriber counts is so 2020. That's why we created Sprizzy. Sprizzy is a simple platform that creates effective YouTube ads that quickly find new subscribers without any Google Ads experience. Since 2016, we've helped thousands of creators just like you grow their subscriber base through our process. Let me show you how it works. Start by logging into Sprizzy and entering a few basic details about your video, like relevant keywords, your target audience, budget, and any similar channels or videos. With our intuitive interface and recommended settings, the process is quick and easy, taking less than 3 minutes. Once your video has been submitted, our team will create a unique advertisement that showcases your channel across YouTube. Then, your ad is distributed and Sprizzy begins to work its magic. By harnessing advanced AI and machine learning technologies, Sprizzy identifies users already interested in content like yours. We make sure your ad is seen only by the most likely to engage with and subscribe to your channel. This saves you money and earns you real engagement. We take it a step further by monitoring your promotion as it progresses, so our system learns and adjusts based on which factors are most effective at gaining new subscribers at the lowest cost possible. Sprizzy's intuitive dashboard puts you in control, allowing you to follow your campaign's journey and make adjustments as you see fit. The best part, you only pay for the views that you get. Thanks to Sprizzy, you can start to see increased engagement on your videos and start gaining a ton of new subscribers. So stop waiting for a family friend to watch your YouTube videos and jump on the fast track to building your channel with Sprizzy.
Create great content. But what does this actually mean? Everyone says it, but what does it mean? I would simplify and define great content as content that retains viewers. So for example, if you go to your YouTube channel and you go like manage videos,